My name is John Merrick, farming here in Carrick-on-Lish in County Limerick. Dairy farm, raising calves from, no beef, just raising calves from calves to replacements. We're our own replacements, we don't buy in. Family of 6, I have 2 girls farming with me on the farm and 2 boys then, Timmy and Sean. The 2 girls are Eve and Ashland. Farming here since I was 16, 17, left school at 17 and went straight into farming. Loved it. I couldn't see myself doing anything else.
So Peter Bourke here from Carrick-on-Lish, County Limerick, and I'm from Carrick-on-Lish and my practice is here. I practiced in other places, but I'm back home for the last 13 years now. Just
that you're out in the open and you're your own boss, really. Just love the job. Like, let's say you're out in the open, you meet people, and I couldn't see myself sitting in an office all day or in a factory all day. It's just you're out and you're in the air and you're producing quality food for the public, and just the joy of doing that, like, and the knowledge that you're doing something for the environment and doing something for the public. So just happy out.
I get a kick out of making a difference, be it to saving an individual animal and seeing the positivity from the client, or making an impact on the client's herd.
I suppose bee stings is the main thing. Once you get good quality bee stings, is the first thing, and get enough of it. 3, 4 litres, 5 litres, even if you have a big calf, they drink 5 litres. Secondly, they have to be dry and clean. Plenty of straw under them, and to keep them comfortable. If they're warm and comfortable, they'll grow quickly. And also then no drafts in the house. Like, it has to be a good, comfortable, warm house with no air, or the air going through, but not drafty. That's one thing I found. We had an older house years ago, and there was a lot of drafts going through, a lot of sick calves, health problems. So once we changed the house and started investing a little bit in the calves, we got more out of them.
I would let them drink as much colostrum as possible. Obviously at least 3, but if they'll drink 4, even 5, yeah, let them off, let them go for it. And the other thing would be, if you want to disinfect surfaces on a calf house, they have to be smooth. You can't disinfect a rusty surface. You can't disinfect wood. You can't disinfect concrete. You have to have a finished surface. You have to treat that rust. You have to take away the wood, get in plastic, or finish off that concrete, plaster it, paint it. Then you can disinfect that surface from year to year.
I suppose one thing, the refractometer, we didn't use that for years. Just started using the last 3-4 years, I'd say now, and we give the best quality colostrum to each calf. Let's say some cows now, they might have a low reading, so we'd give them the better quality. We'd have certain storage within the fridge, and we'd give them that rather than give them their own mother's milk if it wasn't up to standard. That's one thing. Now we've improved in calf rearing an awful lot from doing that.
A good client of mine told me years ago that an hour worked before 9 is worth 2 hours worked after 9, and that's true, because after 9 the phone starts ringing, distractions come in, and you just can't get the work done. So you can't beat starting your day early. I met a vet yesterday. He told me he worked in America for a few years, and the dairy farmers start their day at 4:30 a.m. The cows are milked starting at 4:30 in America. I don't expect that here, I'd say. But most of the farmers, most of the successful herds I go to, they're starting their day on the farm by 7 o'clock.
I suppose just be yourself. Be yourself. Don't listen to what the neighbours say or what anybody else tells you. Like, if you have a good idea and if you think you're doing it right, but listen to advice. Obviously, you have to listen to advice. But like, do what you want to do yourself and try to do as best you can yourself within your reach. Like,
I'm tall, I have a long back, so I have to fit in a daily exercise regime, and I just with the nature of the job, you don't know when you're going to finish. You'll be tired, so I do my exercises I get up early before the rest of the family and do my exercises, because otherwise I just won't get them done.
Well, not like Peter. No, I don't do enough exercise in the morning, as you can see. I like to go. We've place in Fanor. We love to go to Fanor, and every second or weekend or so. We like to take time off away from the farm, like, and go to the other farms. I'm in a discussion group, and we go to other farmers. Like, it's great interaction between farmers in as well. So I like to do that. Like, we have one every month nearly, where we all meet up and like for the crack rather than just for the discussion, like, let's say. But apart from that, just getting away from and weekends and getting away with the family, we enjoy that a lot.
I'm very open to the use of probiotics, for example. I think, a natural solution is one we should be up near the top of our list when we're looking for a solution to veterinary problems. It should be part of the management of calf health and production.
I suppose profitability, is the main thing. Like, let's say if you have a healthy calf, as I say, you have a healthy heifer. Like, your heifer has to be 60% of her weight. When you're AIing her, she has to be 60% of her weight. And then when she's calving down, she has to be 90% of her weight. So if you don't start off well, you can't finish well. Like, you won't have the proper heifer by the time you're finished. So, well, we try our best to rear as good quality heifers as we can. So the calves have to be right in to do that.
A funny moment. I had a secretary for many years, Catherine, not from a farming background, but became excellent at her job. And when for the first few months, this farmer John here used to come into her, telling her about these sick calves, but assuring her that they got their bee stings. And just Catherine didn't know what he was on about for ages, and thinking that there was a problem with bees in Caherconlish, and so many different farmers would have calves with bee sting, that seemed to have calves with bee sting problems. And eventually she realised, crikey, the bee sting is the colostrum. But it was funny for a while.
I suppose there's a way of life to see that we're ruining the environment, and we're like, there's too much bad publicity about farmers slapping calves with sticks, and like, you hear so much bad publicity about it. But like, we don't use a stick on the farm. Cows would do what they're told to do. Like, you don't need to be using sticks or anything like that with them. Like, they're placid animals, and they'll do what you want them to do. Just guide them in wherever you want them to go. Like, and we look after the environment as best we can. So that's really like it's just that people, they see a farmer and he's driving around his big tractor, like, and they're making loads of money and they're taking too much off the land, and that couldn't be further from truth. Like, we look after it as best we can because we want to hand it on to the next generation. Trust is a big thing. Trust is a big thing between the vet and the farmer. Like, I have to trust in his advice and what he's telling me to use, and all the ways and means of treating the calf, let's say, and to follow up on what Peter's very good at following up on the calf. Let's say if you have a sick calf, he'd ring you the following day or 2 days later and make sure the calf is up and about, or if he's not, he'll come back and make sure he is up and about later on. So that's the big part of it, I think, trust. Yeah,
I agree. It is great to have a farmer that I can trust, that will follow my advice as well. Respect and trust between us is good. Yeah.